The Baseball Together Network presents the Baseball Together Daily Podcast with your host, Blackjack Brad. And now, the Daily Podcast.
Welcome to today's episode of the Baseball Together Daily Podcast, Baseball Family. I am your host, and my name is Blackjack Brad. I'm coming at you with another episode of the Daily. Today is Friday, April the 9th. Let's get through yesterday's box scores so you don't have to on your own. Let's start with the Cubs at the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Cubs won this game 4-2. The Pirates fell to 1-6 after this one. Had Jake Arrieta with the win, pitched 6 innings, gave up 7 hits, 2 runs, struck out 4 and walked just 3. Tyler Anderson with the loss for the Pirates, pitched 5 1/3, gave up 10 hits, 3 runs, and struck out 5. Craig Kimbrell doing his thing. He got the save, pitched 1 2/3, and struck out 3. The Cubs rode 3 home runs, one from Chris Bryant, another from Javi Baez, and the third from Anthony Rizzo. Again, that is the Cubs over the Pirates 4-2. The Miami Marlins took a trip to Queens and played the New York Mets, ended up losing this game 3-2 on a controversial walk-off hit by pitch. Let's go through the winners and losers here. We got Edwin Diaz for the Mets, got the win. He pitched 1 inning, struck out 1, and walked 1. Anthony Bass pitched just 1/3 of an inning, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs. The controversial hit by pitch came as Michael Conforto looked like he may have stuck his elbow out across the plate to get hit by the pitch with the bases loaded, and that brought in Luis Guillorme, and that ended the game 3-2. Again, Mets over the Marlins. The Red Sox and Orioles opened up in Baltimore today. The Red Sox won this game 7-3. Eduardo Rodriguez for the Red Sox got the win, pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, and struck out 7. Matt Harvey with the Orioles now allowed 7 hits, 4 runs, struck out 5, and walked just 1. Rafael Devers had a day for the Red Sox. He went 2 for 3, he scored 2 runs, drove in 2 RBIs with a home run. Again, that is the Boston Red Sox over the Baltimore Orioles 7-3. The Colorado Rockies beat the Arizona Diamondbacks 7-3 today. Pitcher John Gray took a no-hitter into the 7th inning, ended up pitching 6 2/3 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 run, struck out 5, and walked 4 with the win. Merrill Kelly for the D-backs took the loss, pitched 6 innings, allowed 9 hits, 7 runs, 6 of those earned, struck out 1. And then we had Daniel Bard with the save, pitched 2/3 of an inning, struck out 1. Trevor Story and Charlie Blackmon both went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs apiece. Story also scored one himself. Again, that is the Colorado Rockies 7 and the Arizona Diamondbacks 3. The Chicago White Sox shut out the Kansas City Royals. Lance Lynn got the title of the first complete game shutout, pitched 9 full innings, 5 hits, no runs, and struck out 11. Brad Keller got the loss, pitched 3 1/3, gave up 6 hits, 4 runs, struck out 3, and walked 3. Yoan Moncada and Guillermo Mercedes both had a home run in this game and totaled 3 RBIs together. Once again, that is the Chicago White Sox 6, the Kansas City Royals 0. Over in St. Louis, the Cardinals downed the Brewers 3-1. We had Giovanni Gallegos pitched 1 inning, struck out 2 for the win. Drew Rasmussen pitched 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 2 runs, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Alex Reyes got the save for the Cardinals. 1 inning pitched, allowed just 1 hit, struck out 1. The difference in this game was a Nolan Arenado 2-run home run in the bottom of the 8th inning. Again, that's the Cardinals 3, the Brewers 1. The Minnesota Twins laid a whooping on the Seattle Mariners today by a score of 10-2. Jose Berrios got the win, pitched 5 2/3, allowed 5 hits, 2 runs, struck out 8, and walked just 3. Marco Gonzalez got roughed up, pitched 4 1/3, gave up 9 hits, 7 runs, struck out 6, and walked 2. The Mariners had an early lead in the 3rd inning after a Ty France double, but then the Twins came back with 4 in the 3rd, 3 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, and 2 in the 7th to put the whooping on Seattle 10-2. The LA Angels and Toronto Blue Jays went to extras at the Blue Jays Florida home. This one went 11 innings. The Angels won this one 7-5. Had Junior Guerra pitched 1 inning and struck out 2 for the win for the Angels. Ryan Baruki pitched 2/3 of an inning, allowed 2 runs, 1 earned, and struck out 1 and walked 1 for the loss. Raisel Iglesias for the Angels got the save, pitched 1 inning, and struck out all 3 batters. The go-ahead and insurance run were both scored off of a David Fletcher single up the middle. Jose Iglesias and Justin Upton both came in to score to give the Angels a 7-5 win over the Blue Jays in 11 innings. The Houston Astros rode 3 home runs on the way to a 6-2 win over the Oakland Athletics. Christian Javier got the win for the Astros, pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, struck out 7, and walked 2. Cole Irvin for the A's pitched 5 1/3, gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, struck out 3, and walked just 1. The A's put together a little bit of a rally in the top of the 9th inning, down 6-0, as Stephen Piscotty doubled to left to drive in Ramos Garcia, and then Jed Lowry singled to bring in Piscotty. That was it for the rally, though, and the Astros beat the Athletics 6-2. It is Friday, so that means we're going to run through the division standings. Let's start in the AL East. We had the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox on top of the standings there, both at 4-3. The Yankees and the Blue Jays both at 3-3 follow, and the Tampa Bay Rays in the basement at 2-4. The AL Central had the Minnesota Twins leading with a 4-2 record. The Kansas City Royals sit below them at 3-2. The Detroit Tigers at 3-3. The Chicago White Sox are 3-4, and then the Cleveland Indians at the very bottom at 2-3. Over in the AL West, the Houston Astros have been on an incredibly hot start, leading the division at 5-1. The Angels have been hot as well and sit at 4-2. The Mariners 3-3. The Rangers 3-3, and then the Athletics at the bottom at 1-6. Over in the National League, the Philadelphia Phillies sit on top of the NL East at 5-1. Got the New York Mets next at 2-2. The Washington Nationals 1-2. The Braves 2-4, and the Marlins at the bottom at 1-6. In the NL Central, the Cincinnati Reds are sitting on top at 5-1. The Cardinals come next at 5-2. The Cubs in the middle at 4-3. Then you got the Brewers at 3-4, and at the very bottom, the Pittsburgh Pirates at 1-6. Over in the NL West, the Dodgers sit at 5-2 on top of the standings. The Padres are hanging in there with a 4-3 record. We'll see what happens when they get Fernando Tatis Jr. back. The San Francisco Giants are in the middle at 3-3. The Rockies are 3-4, and the Diamondbacks are at the bottom of that division at 2-5. Let's wrap it up with today in baseball history. We have today, April 9th in 1993. The Colorado Rockies beat the Montreal Expos 11-4 for their first ever win. They also set a National League record for attendance in their home debut. The crowd of 80,227 broke the record of 78,672 set on April 18th, 1958 by the LA Dodgers. Well, baseball family, thank you again for joining me for the Baseball Together Daily Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, rate, and review the podcast wherever you can. And that's going to be it for me for this week, and I will catch you on Monday.